Alright, this is a quick training on how to generate seller leads using Craigslist. And right now we are on a live training. So we're going through the process of how to do that. So here we are, we come over to Craigslist.org and we go to Hillsborough County. We want to click on that. That's the county we want to be in. Then we come under housing and click on apartments housing. Okay? Now, over here in the filter section, we want to do a price minimum rents of 1,000, and then we want to filter out as well all the apartments and condos and stuff like that because we're just more interested in single family residences, SFR. So we come here, we just want to click on house, and this is going to eliminate everything else that's in between. So we come over here, click house, okay? Now from that point we come over down here and we hit search. And as you see, it brought up quite a few results. It's a lot of nice properties, and these are the leads that we want to go after because these are what we call pretty houses. They're going to allow us to get in contact with a possible landlord or an owner of the property who is looking, to get out of it or just rent it for whatever reason. They may have tried to sell the property and they couldn't have sold it on the open market with a realtor. And there could be just a lot of variables. But this is what we want. And as you see here, we have 1,292 results. Okay? So your quota every day is to talk to at least, no, is to contact at least 30 to 40 sellers. Okay? All right. Yeah, 30 to 40 sellers a day. Okay. All right. And so, for instance, let's just click on this really quick. What we want to make sure is we also, matter of fact, let's go back because we want to filter something else. The bedrooms. We're looking for 3 beds and 2 baths, at least minimum. Okay. So come down here, house, and hit search again, and it probably just filtered out a couple houses, not many. So it filtered out quite a bit because remember our results were like 1,200 plus. Now it's just 1,096. So it filtered out everything that we're really not, going to be interested in. So um, what we do is we come here, we click on this. Okay. Now this is a house. Now let's go down and take a look at the listing really quick. It has, let's see, does it have a phone number? It doesn't have a phone number. So what we would do in this case, if there's not a number, then you're going to send an email. Okay? But let's go back up in here. Sometimes you got to really scroll through the ad because sometimes they put it in the text of the body of the ad. So just scroll through it very good here. There's definitely not a number. So what we would do is we would send an email to this person right here. Okay. And they have their email prohibited. So we would just um, first thing we want to do too. Let me kind of go back before we even get into Craigslist. What I need you to do, I need you to create 5 free. No, I need you to create. I know we're gonna get to that too, but I need you to create 5 different email addresses from different accounts. So you would create an email address from a Gmail account. You would create an email address from a Yahoo account, an email address from an AOL account, an email address from a Hotmail account, and an email address from another account. So you have all these different servers that you can send emails up with, free email accounts. And the reason why you want to do that with Craigslist is you should know this if you've been posting with Craigslist or posted ads or stuff like this. You don't want to, keep sending the same email out to these sellers from the same email account. because then it looks like it's on a, like a robo operated. It's robo operated, so you don't want to do that. So you want to set it up with 5 different email accounts. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna compose 5 different emails for you. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that you're switching your email addresses up. So say for instance you go into one account and you log in to your Yahoo account. Okay, you want to go ahead and check all the emails in that specific account and then reply to them in that account. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to keep track with your email accounts daily, because you're gonna have to log into them daily to check the responses, so forth and so on. All right. Now, what else you have to do is, okay. So, if it gives you the number, the email address, and it says call or text.
Heard you getting all the real estate money.
What's going on, man? I'm training up a new assistant right now. Yeah, on this lease option. Yeah. What up, D? What's going on? Hey, huh? Oh, okay. All right, y'all coming back? Okay. All right. Hello, I'm sorry about that. Hey, Neil, it's crazy. Right during the live training, but nah. So what we want to do is we want to create 5 different email addresses and check up on those email addresses daily. And what else we're gonna do is, just one second. I got, jeez, 340. Okay, so now I need you to make sure you set up one Gmail account, because you're gonna have to set up a Google Voice account too as well. Okay, so out of those 5, make sure that one of us is Gmail, and you can set up with your own Google Voice. All right, for the most part. Okay. Now, let's go to a different listing. Let's go to this one right here, 1700s out in Riverview. It says show contact info. So if it gives you the option to click on that, you definitely want to click on that. And here's the number. Okay. So anytime we have a phone number, then we want to call it. And we want to call it using the Slidell strategy. Okay, where it bypasses the ring and it gets directly to the voicemail. All right. So you need to go to slidedown.com. After we log out, you need to go stay logged in, because you need to get paid while you're learning. But make sure you're not milking the clock on me. Okay. Is that fair? Okay. All right. So that's what you want to do. You want to go to slideout.com, and it's very, very simple. All you have to do here, let's go there together. Let's go to Slideout. It's very simple. It walks you through the steps. So what you would do from out of your Gmail account is you would call this number right here, okay? And you would it's gonna take you through the little ads on the phone if we're using the free version, which we should be using, and you will be directed directly to their voicemail. So it's pretty easy. So you want to dial this number through Gmail, and then for the most part, they're going to ask you to dial the number that you're calling. So then at that point, you want to dial the number that you're calling. Okay? All right. And then it's going to take you right to voicemail, and you want to leave this on the voicemail. I'm going to type it in right here to Skype, okay? So be a little patient with me, because I'm not the fastest typer. And this is actually going to be something that I'm going to do. But before you start calling, anyway, hold on, we'll get to that. I'm moving a little fast for myself right now. Hey, my name is TJ. My senior property on Craigslist. Can you see me typing in right now? Okay. Craigslist, and wanted to know housing. A home you purchase to own. All right, so that's going to be my recorded message towards them. And even within Slidell right here, they have this thing called Try Slide Broadcast. And I'm going to call them when I get off the phone with you so that he can explain this more. Because what you would have to do with Slide Out, you would have to say this same message or the same voicemail message over and over again. So if you make 50 calls, you have to say the same thing over, repeatedly. There's a way to where I can record what I want to say, and then all you would have to do is just pretty much use that recording that goes straight to the voicemail. So it would be much easier for you and much easier for me because actually they want to hear my voice too. They don't they want to hear a man's voice. Nothing against female, but they want to hear a man's voice, and so they'll hear my voice, but I don't want them to hear your voice. Now if anything, you may have to follow back up with them or just send me, you got to send me all the information. You got to forward me whatever information that you have. So the Gmail account that you set up, you got to give me access to it. So I'm going to need your login as well as your password for that account that you create with Gmail. Okay, so I can continually check that. So I'll work on that. But for right now, also what you're going to need to do is create a Google spreadsheet. Okay. And if you need to, go back over that video again to kind of run you through it. You're going to create a spreadsheet. Okay. And that spreadsheet, you're going to be able to, every number that you get from Craigslist, you want to add it to that spreadsheet. Okay. All right. And if there's a way to find out, once you keep going through these ads and all these ads or whatever, you may end up, getting the same number over again. You need to configure a way to where if it's a duplicate, then it automatically erases itself or it automatically, notifies you that it's a duplicate. Okay, so you need to create that, and somehow, some way, I need to have access to that as well too. So I'm not sure if you can create that through Google Docs. Can you create that through Google Docs? Okay, good. So you can create that through Google Docs, and that'll be the same account that I'll have access to, and we can just kind of share what's going on in that account. All right. Okay. So, okay. Now, what we want to do is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay. You're gonna you're gonna target all of the for rent. Okay. So like apartment housing for rent. So let's go back to housing. Okay. You're gonna target, and it says housing. It says all we want apartment housing for rent. So this is what you're going to be targeting Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, using the same criteria that we just kind of went over. The minimum rent price we're looking for is $1,000. Anything that's renting for over $1,000 is probably a nice home, and those are the homes that we want to go after for lease options. Then we come over here, 3 beds, 2 baths again. All right, and then we hit the housing type. Most definitely, you want to filter out all these types of housing, and then come here and we want to hit search. Okay. All right. Then after that, we come here and we want to go through, at least I would say start from the back first. Start back as far as you can here. And this is still October. So for the most part, we want to start at 1,096. So let's just get there, and then you want to work your way forward at that point. Okay. Now, so you got 30 to 40 that you're going to be contacting a day. So if let's click on another one here. This is something that we would go after here. Kind of look at this house and look at this house. This isn't something we would go after. But these are all nice houses right here. This is in the greater Tampa area. Let's just kind of click on and see what's going on. It says show contact info. sounds like a property management company. Anytime it has an extension or something like that, it may just be a property management company. So we don't usually want to waste our time with that, but just go ahead and send them an email anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, you would just send them an email. You wouldn't necessarily call this number. Anytime you have, like a weird 1-800 number, 888 or 866 with an extension behind it, we don't want to go after those. Those are property managers. Okay. They're going to be very reluctant to give us, the owner's information because they know we're interested in buying. If we buy, then they're out of business for the most part. So let's see here. So we come back over here, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, what you're going to do, you're going to search for sale by owner. Okay? Okay? And and then you're going to come here, real estate by owner. Okay? All right. And you're going to work 2 different counties too as well. I didn't tell you about that, but this is just an example. And you'll do this for both counties. Okay? So, let's see here. All right, now our criteria is different for sale by owner. Okay, we're just trying to find motivated sellers, houses that we can possibly wholesale or whatever. So we want to put all bedrooms, all baths. Let's go. The minimum. Now, matter of fact, we stay here. So we have 2 different criteria. I'm sorry, we have 2 different criteria for rents. We have, these properties here that are more nicer, where the rents are 1,000 and more, and we go after lease options. And then what we else we want to do is we want to come down here and put the rent 800 or below. Now watch all the nasty looking houses just pop up just from switching the price for the most part. Okay. Okay, 800 apartments for rent. Okay, houses. Okay, hold on. 800 minimum. 800. Let's try max 800. Yeah. And here we go. See, now we get to lower quality of houses down here. All right. So we want to do the same thing that we've done, with the lease option properties. That the criteria is a little bit different. So you wouldn't put the minimum price 800. You would put the maximum price 800 for this particular search. All right. So label those 2 different strategies, wholesale, and then the other one, the first one we talked about was lease option with 2 different criteria. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to come over here to real estate by owner. Okay. And this is what you're going to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. Now you're going to type in, minimum price here. Let's see here. Let's go. Let's go. Minimum price. You're gonna go 20,000. No matter of fact, you know what? That's too much. Let's just use that one strategy for now, and concentrate on that to where we're using those 2 different criterias. Okay, and then we'll see how that all works out at the end of the day. Okay, and then all right. So hold on for a second. Now, are you familiar on how to send text messages through Google Voice? Okay. According to the video, this is what they said. You can send at least 5 text messages at a time. So anytime you get, let's see if we can find an ad that has See if we can find an ad that has 3 beds, 2 baths. It was alright. So minimum 20,000. Let's scroll down here. Let's see what's going on. It's available now. Show contact info. Okay, so here we just want to give them a call. We don't want to send them an email. Okay, we want to call and text. Anytime you get a number, no, matter of fact, it says email or call myself for an appointment. Yeah, so now we want to email, call, and send text. Okay, all right. So if it just gives you the number, then you're gonna call and send text using Slido. All right. If it doesn't give you a number, then you have no choice but to email, and you would email out of one of those specific accounts that you set up. Okay, and you're going to. Um, so just keep in mind when you're actually doing your search, you may have to, find, you know, or contact 10 sellers out of this account. You may have to contact 10 sellers out of this particular account. You don't want to be, doing this from all out of one account. All right. So you would contact 10 sellers out of your Gmail account. And then, um, matter of fact, let me see how to do this here. When you call, the only way that you can call is through your Gmail account. So all the calls that you make are going to have to come from your Gmail Google Voice account. Okay. Now, when you send emails, just emails alone, then you want to make sure that you're sending emails. If you got an email, if you can call, email, and or text, you'll do everything from your Gmail account. Okay. I- i- If you gotta just, call and text, then you would do it from your Gmail account. So are you writing this down?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want to just email, then you start sending emails from your other accounts. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Since we can't go from like account to account, making a certain amount of calls over here, we have to all call through Gmail because that's a free service anyway. All right. How's your internet connection where you at? Do you have really good internet connection?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, um, you can start logging in. You can log in at, how many hours we have you down for? 30 hours a week?
Just 20 hours.
Huh?
It's just 20 hours.
Train 3 hours?
Yeah, 20.
20 hours. Okay. But I left it to where you can log manual time too as well. Yeah, so if you need to log manual time, that's cool. Just make sure that you're being efficient and that you're logged in and I can see what's going on through Upwork because they take snapshots of your computer. Okay? And then so you're gonna to kick it off here, even though I put 20, I may want you to work 30. So that would be 5 hours a day. I think we need to boost your quota up a little bit more if you're doing 5 hours a day of just this, right? Okay. So we need to be contacting at least 40 to 50 sellers. Okay. All right. And you can do that probably within, 2 hours. Okay. Two to 2 to 3 hours for you to scrape everything, for you to add it to the spreadsheets, for everything to get added to the spreadsheet somewhat. And you got to keep track of when you don't make the calls too. The ones you don't make the calls on, you want to keep track of those too and add them to a different. Matter of fact, add that to the same spreadsheet if you can. If it gives you an address of the property, sometimes it may or may not give you an address of the property. So I really don't know how we would add this to the spreadsheet. Here's the address right here. It says 18. Okay. All right, so we would add this address to the spreadsheet, and then you would put a little note in there saying sent email, you know, and something like that. And then we got to develop some type of follow up program as well too, because leads is all in the follow up. So if we can follow up doing that, then we should be good to go. All right, let me make sure that's it here. Okay, you know what? Since I really thought about it, you're going to be working about 4 to 5 hours a day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can split these strategies up. So let's do this. Let's go back in and talk about that one strategy that I wanted to talk about. Then I came off of it because I thought it was going to be too much according to how many hours you're going to be logging in a day. But now that I just figured it out, pretty sure that you can get this done too as well very easily. So let's go back over here to housing. All right. Matter of fact, let's go back here. Those two strategies we talked about were going to be in two different counties. Okay, going to be in Hillsborough. Okay, and Pinellas. Okay, it's going to be in Hillsborough and Pinellas County. So those are the two counties that you're really going to be targeting with the first two strategies that I just talked about. All right, and then after that, um, you're going to come back over here. So let's kind of just talk about that one strategy I was mentioning really quick. Let's go back in here. You want to go click on Hillsborough, and then you want to come. Let me see. Go to apartments, housing. Come over here, click the drop down menu, go real estate by owner. And the minimum price we want, okay, for lease options, all right, is 80,000. 80,000, 3 beds, 2 baths.
80,000.
Yeah. So this is a different strategy that, from what we talked about a little bit earlier. All right. Then we come down here to housing type. Uh, okay. And we click on a house. Now, this is the strategy that you're going to implement on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. This is the for sale by owner strategy. And you're going to implement this strategy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And a lease option strategy is what you're going to implement on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. All right.
Right.
Okay, so as you see here, we don't have many results, right? We only have like 294 results. So start from the back. Okay, and these are really good, properties to do lease options on too as well. So what we want to do, we want to go through that same protocol that we just went over when we're using. If we click on the ad here, let's just click on one of them. And of course, one thing you want to be looking for is the address of the property, which is up here, and this little hyperlink right here that says "Show contact info." It lights up blue when you hover over it. So and boom, it gives you the number right there, right? So what we want to do, we want to slide dial that number to where it bypasses the ring and it goes directly to the voicemail. When you use that strategy, we don't want to talk to anybody, okay? And we're going to also use Google Voice to send out the text message. So you would add this all to a spreadsheet, okay? And then you would send out text blasts like 5 at a time. I think Google Voice lets you do it, and they all get to reply back. If they reply back, it actually comes directly to your email. So just make sure that you get me access to that specific account that you set up, other than the ones, the other ones that you need to set up as well too. Okay, so you're going to go through the same normal protocol. All right.
Mm.
Okay, let me make sure that's it. And then I'll get back with you a little later. I got to take a look at this program that's going to allow me to record my voicemail message to where we bypass the phone ringing and we get right to the voicemail, to where you can just play that recorded message and you don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over again. That's going to save us a lot of time, and you can get, you can get much more done too as well. As far as how many leads you're able to find or whatever, search for. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. So go ahead. What did I tell you? I need you to do when you got off from here. You needed to just stay on and do something, right?
Mhm.
And what was it? You don't remember what I told you to do?
Stay. Um, you said that you search. I just searched the real estate turnover from Tuesday and Thursday, and then the maximum price range,
No, just
something like.
no. This is what I need you to do. I need you to stay on. I need you to set up all these accounts that I'm telling you to set up right now. One in Yahoo, one in AOL, one in Gmail, one in Hotmail, one in another one that you can find. All right, and and you log in every day, 9 a.m. Eastern. You log in 9 a.m. Eastern every day, and you go 4 to 5 hours until you hit your quota. You got to find it. You got to contact at least 50 sellers, okay, using those methods every day. Okay, that's the minimum. All right, okay, and then if you have any questions, just let me know. And what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna export this file, save it, and then send it to you so you can have this as training as well too. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So just let me know if you need anything, but go ahead and stay on and do the little things that I asked you to do. If I need you, another thing. Do you have an email address that we could communicate back and forth with right now? Can you go ahead and type it in the Skype box for me, Skype message box, so I have it on file? And this is one that you normally frequent. You check this pretty frequently, right? Okay, good. You already got a Gmail account. All right, good. Now you may want to set up a different one other than your personal one here. Okay. All right. Okay, and then you'll get me access to all of those accounts too as well. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Neil. Okay, I'll talk with you. I'll speak with you tomorrow. I'll just check in on you tomorrow to see how you're doing, and if you have any questions, I'll let you know. Matter of fact, I'll contact you tomorrow sometime when you're logged in, and we'll talk about Slidell. But for right now, just go ahead and start scraping all of the numbers and everything. Start building up that spreadsheet list, and then we'll go over the Slidell method because I got to get in contact with them and figure out how this Slidell broadcasting works. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I'll get with you later. Y'all boys are strolling the town. Boy, you thinning, boy. Boy, you back there, boy.
Yeah, out of here, man.
Man, you back there, dog. Be like Kenny around this bitch, dog.
Go ahead. You about to
Yeah.
go that way, too.
Yeah, dog. You ain't gonna have no choice. You back there, dog.
Yeah. You gotta get that LeBron treatment, though.
Yeah.
That's all.
In the front, you thin.
Yeah, you gotta get that LeBron treatment.
Yeah, you thin. You don't see it?
You might be the light.
Nah, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking light, nigga. Shit. That shit, he in the wrong spot, dog.
2011 2013 was a stressful year, man.
Straight weed right here.
That's why I got gray hair.
Gray hairs out this bitch. What y'all niggas got going, man?
Shit, we just got out of town this morning, man.
Oh yeah, y'all
We
got
just
back?
We just winding down.
Oh
Got
yeah.
back at like 6 in the morning.
Damn, when
Okay,
y'all
red.
left?
Midnight.
Y'all
You know
left-
it's 3 hours behind.
No, I'm talking about y'all left Friday, right?
Yeah.
And y'all got back when? Today?
Today.
Oh, today? What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a little
was
time
done.
down there. What's up with the trees? Ridiculous, huh?
Left them in the trunk. Yeah, we did the worst. I don't know how to ship shit. I went to call yesterday because niggas, I didn't know how to ship the shit. And I didn't want to get scared.
Shit. I didn't put that shit under
But see, I didn't know how to do it.
man.
I ain't.
Put that shit under the plane, though. I fly everywhere with my shit, but it's gotta be sealed up, though.
Yeah.
He just had that shit in no little plastic bag. either take, you know, those jars you used to have, the mason jars.
That's what I told him.
Seal jars. I used to carry those, but now I got the little. I ain't even got it on me. It's in the car. You know, little tight back seal. You said that shit I showed you the other day.
Yeah.
I wonder that what
Yeah,
they
you
put
can
in
get a
it.
nigga like $5. You can't smell it. They probably had
They
it at them
can't.
shops. They had it at them shops.
They gave us one, but we still was kind of like, man.
Y'all
He
was
brought the
shaking.
candy back.
I'm telling
He
y'all,
called
man.
Pablo
I got some-
Escobar.
Hey, what's up with what that shit do though? Body hot?
Yeah, I only took one and I felt crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they said at the store take 2. I was like, no, I gotta drive. I ain't taking 2. I'm gonna get paralyzed.
Man, that shit was straight though, man. No, that shit looked beautiful though, man.
Bro,
That scenery, dog.
Oh
yeah, I know that
that
shit.
shit take you down.
We was happy for a minute, and then niggas just got sleepy as fuck.
That diesel shit though, I think that was the best one because we bought a joint.
With sour diesel.
No, I wasn't diesel. It was the Blue Dream.
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream, that's one of my favorites, dog.
Yeah. That's why I told him, let's try that one. The Blue Dream was straight. I like that. That's cool.
That shit is unreal how free people is that. Like,
Yo, we gave out weed to the dude on the street. The last
What?
joint we had.
yeah.
And then we had